This is Zach with SoundVision. I want to welcome you guys to our new and improved renovated media room here in our Experience Center in Mooresville. It's been a fun challenge for us. The idea of bringing down or bringing offline, a third of our showroom space for any given amount of time is always a daunting thought. But we were able to plan through, and it was something that we'd wanted to do for quite some time. We opened this Experience Center about 5 years ago and really have some fun technology, really the ability to show folks what we call a day in the life of technology. Be able to come in and experience the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. And a large part of that is our media room. From an audio standpoint, we implemented kind of a new technology for us, not a new technology, but maybe we were slow adopters, I don't know, but we're excited about it. And that's bringing on the Kaleidescape video server, which is an incredible way to kind of curate and catalog your movie collection. It allows for incredible audio and video performance. We aren't streaming through that device, so we don't have the worries of kind of what streaming does from a compression and how that affects negatively your audio and video performance in a space. We're also using a unbelievable, really a jaw-dropping product by a company called madVR. It's a video processor that allows us to do some just unbelievable things to the video performance of the space. The JVC projector by itself is a great product. The Kaleidescape video server is an incredible product, but really allowing the room to be as dynamic and as incredible of a video or a visual experience as it is an audio experience. My goal was to have a room that had nothing sitting on the floor. Now there is an aspect of this room that does have some product on the floor, but it's a separate experience, it's a separate vignette. But for the purposes of what our media room is in this room, I didn't want anything on the wall, on the floor, hanging from the ceiling, to really create a room where you could come in and almost have an incredible experience and kind of put people in awe of, like, how did you create this audio and video experience without me seeing any of these things that I'm hearing or watching? In addition to creating a media room and this surround sound, if you will, experience for clients, we also recognize that this is a room that you might use for something other than just watching a movie. Maybe you want to come in and hang out and just relax. Part of relaxation for our clients, certainly for me, is the ability to enjoy music. Music is a very emotional aspect of what we do, and for a lot of folks, it's kind of like their way to unwind. So in this room, in addition to the media room aspect, we did an incredible kind of a 2-channel listening experience. One of our most valued and highly respected products that we carry here is a product by Bang & Olufsen. And we decided to utilize their Beolab 50s, which you'll see behind me, and incorporate them into the design. We were able to utilize specific wood selections to match with the acoustical products that we had used in the room. Some of the finishes with the gold aluminum were intentional with other aspects of the design of the space. Certainly the location of the speakers in the room. We kind of elevated a bit of a stage for some visual improvement or some visual aesthetics, as well as a place to have those Beolab 50s presented to someone that's coming in and experiencing the space, but really allowing the room to be as dynamic and as incredible of a video or a visual experience as it is an audio experience. I love it. It blows me away. And I feel like most of our clients that come in and listen to it, certainly the folks that are looking for an audio system, a high performance audio system for music, whether you've heard of Bang & Olufsen in the past or not, they definitely have their own little kind of loyal niche clientele. But we invite anyone to come and experience something. If you've never heard them, you'll enjoy them. And if you are a fan of Bang & Olufsen, you will appreciate this product that exists in an incredible space in their lineup. Our space in here is definitely more kind of that laid back, enjoyable, comfortable media room type feel. We've got a beautiful seating arrangement here to allow us to enjoy the space. We went with some really, really cool acoustical products that bring in some more natural wood materials and tones. You can kind of see behind me here with some of that product. We were able to integrate some really nice linear lighting, full color linear lighting. So what you're seeing behind me is going to be more of a white color, but we have the ability to change that through the entire color spectrum. It's been a huge hit for us, and the lighting design and fixture in a space, whether it be a media room or your entire home, has been a big hit for us, and we wanted to have that experience in this room as well. What we originally had planned and deployed here for many years, it served us very well, was some motorization showing screens that move, projector that came out of the ceiling, and various things like that. But as time changes and technology changes and interior design trends change, we really wanted to kind of bring this aspect of our showroom kind of up to par with what we see in today's market. We've certainly spent time upgrading and updating and renovating lighting and other design aspects of the showroom, but the theater was kind of the last stand, for lack of a better term. So we did that. We emptied the space, worked from a design standpoint of what we wanted the color palette to look like, the materials that we wanted to bring in to treat acoustics, and of course the electronics and audio video gear. That's what people kind of come to experience. We shifted from a drop-down projector to a fixed projector. We have that pocketed into the back wall of our media room, which is something that, when a room allows for it, we really like to do. Eliminates that device that's either hanging from or coming out of the ceiling. That also allowed us to gain a little bit more what we call throw distance, or distance from the projector to the image, which allowed us to increase our screen size. So we went from 120-inch motorized drop-down screen to 140-inch fixed screen. That allowed us to utilize a material that is what we call acoustically transparent. In other words, allows us to place speakers behind the screen, which is how you would experience a media room if you go and pay money to go to a movie theater. So it allows us to get our speakers placed in the proper location. So we ended up using a JVC laser projector as our video source. We went with a acoustically transparent Stewart 2:3:5 aspect ratio. If you want to get geeky, we can talk about the technicalities of that, but that wider screen image that you're used to seeing. If you're watching movies on your television at home and you've got the black bar at the top and bottom, the image that you see is generally in a widescreen, or what we call 2:3:5 aspect ratio. So we opted to use a screen in that same shape to prevent from having those black bars that sometimes might drive you a little crazy when you're sitting in a room that's meant for a movie experience. To tag onto that, as far as what the room looks like, we still do a fair amount of what we would call quote-unquote home theaters. A room that has multiple rows of seating and a certain design aesthetic that leads towards that, hey, I am a theater. But what we find more often over the past few years, and I think moving forward, is more of what we would call a media room, a space where maybe it serves more than the function of sitting down and watching TV. Maybe there is a bar, maybe there is a card table or a billiard room. So that's kind of the nutshell of what we were trying to do. The room's been finished now for about 2 weeks. We've already had various meetings with architects and homeowners, and actually had an entire builder team through. Feedback's been extremely positive. There are a few clients that have already inquired as to how we can incorporate some of these design changes we've made in this room into their theaters or media rooms that we already had underway. So that's a plus. We're still in this world where some folks have kind of this mentality that projectors can't look as good as televisions. And I would challenge anyone to come and sit in this space. Not a large room. We don't need a huge footprint of your home, but come and sit in this space and experience this system and tell me if you feel the same way. Super excited about it. Would welcome anyone to come out, give us a call anytime. We love this stuff. We do it every day. We eat, sleep, breathe it. It's fun for us, and we want to always convey that same emotion to our clients. So we look forward to having you come out. We would love to share it with you. I like sitting down and doing demos with people. It's what makes my job be as enjoyable as it is.